Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we've got something very interesting and exciting to discuss in the world of cricket and in the world of sports. But before we jump into all the cricket and Olympics excitement, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you're always in the loop with our awesome content. So here's the scoop. India is gearing up for its debut in the 2028 Olympics and the anticipation is electric. It's just not cricket, it's history in the making. So as the Olympic approaches, using biomechanics is like leveling up our game and cricketing skills and keeping those injuries at bay. Also, this whole buzz of cricket and Olympic means that we as coaches, athletes and supporting staff have to up our game. So aside from the opportunities that this is going to bring up, it also means there is a high demand of sharing the right knowledge and focusing on the key components. In this video, we are going to talk about one such important component and one such important skill, which is running between the wickets. So as opposed to what a lot of people believe, running between wickets is not just about being fast. It is also about being smart, being accurate, and surprisingly staying safe from injuries. So now let's break down the skill and understand what are the key components which are meaningful and significant to measure. Firstly, before we analyze any skill, it is very important to break it down into phases or stages. By doing this, we get more clarity as to what to measure and to conduct a comprehensive analysis of that particular skill. So when it comes to running between the wickets, it comprises of 3 stages or 3 phases. So the first phase is called setting off. In this particular phase, the athlete is accelerating rapidly. The second phase is called hitting your stride, where the athlete reaches his or her maximum speed. And the final stage is deceleration and turning. Here the athlete decelerates rapidly to change the direction. So let's get started and talk about the first phase, which is setting off. In this phase, the key focus is on analyzing the athlete's initial burst. And this can be done by measuring the following parameters. First off is stride length, stride frequency, and finally the angle of takeoff. Talking a little bit more about the angle of takeoff, lower the angle of takeoff, lower is your center of mass displacement trajectory, and therefore better is your transition into the second phase. And measuring the other 2 components, which is the stride length and stride frequency, gives you the understanding of the speed of the batsman. So about stride length and stride frequency, there is normally a trade-off between these 2 parameters, but mainly in the first stage, stride frequency is a bit lesser and gradually picks up as the athlete reaches the second stage of phase. The second stage, which is called as hitting your stride, is a great phase for the analysis of fatigue component of the athlete. Measuring parameters like ground contact time and flight time can give a lot of insights about this phase. Mainly, increased ground contact time is linked to fatigue among batsmen. Moving on to the third and the final phase, this phase can be divided into 2 key components. The first one is deceleration and the second one is change of direction. For an effective deceleration, body positioning is key. A better and lower body positioning can prevent abrupt halts and the risk of injuries. Measuring parameters such as lower extremity joint angles and the distance between the center of mass of the athlete to the ground can give a lot of clarity of how effectively the athlete is lowering their body position to optimize this phase. So roughly speaking, optimal or increased fluxion angles and lesser distance between the athlete's center of mass to the ground is an indicative of better deceleration. Now for change of direction, analyzing athlete's body's positioning, foot placement and center of mass position with respect to their base of support are some key parameters. A lower body position in which the center of mass of the athlete is falling within the base of support is great for those lightning fast turns. And the last thing to talk about would be the sliding technique. During sliding, the athlete's body posture with respect to the ground is of primary importance. This will enable them to decelerate and slide more effectively. The angle of deceleration and the foot positioning of the athlete is also some of the important factors during sliding technique. These parameters collectively enable a strategic slide and a safe run. So there you have it, some of the key parameters that needs to be considered while analyzing running between wickets. Before we conclude, I wanted to share some interesting facts that I came across while making this video. A finding from one such research suggests that high volume running while running between the wickets negatively affects the lower limb strength, which in turn will affect the sprint times. Therefore, pacing while running between wickets is very, very important. Another study highlights how skilled batsmen run faster between the wickets in an uncertain condition as compared to an unskilled batsman. This highlights how running between wickets require the batsmen to hone their cognitive abilities in addition to their physical abilities. Also, the competition is so cutthroat that an athlete has to perform his best whenever he or she is initiated into the team. So the cricketers can't bank on their experience to aid them while running between the wickets. Therefore, the training program must involve the batsmen to train for their social and cognitive abilities. This study also suggests that small-sided games with a component of uncertainty, such as planned overthrow, can be a lot more useful in the training program of batsmen. If you have anything to add, or if you have any queries regarding running between the wickets, please write to me in the comment section. I'll be happy and thrilled to have a good discussion with you all. And if you like this video, smash the like button, and again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, until next time, keep moving, keep learning, and keep exploring. See you soon.